Aries, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. And if you're new here, we're doing a general collective reading today. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Flip and switch your roles if you need to. But don't try and make anything fit. If it's not your story, just let it go. Alright. Your first card out. Ooh, we have the crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. This is like the Empress card in that it's creation. It's, bringing something into the world. Bringing your manifestations into the 3D. So, yeah, you're in this creative energy here. Or you're wanting to, bring a new birth or enterprise into the world, depending on where you're at. Also depending if you're masculine or feminine. Well, not necessarily. But yes, okay. And then we've got a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end with the elephants. So you're on this long journey now, whether you know it or not. This could be a long journey you've been on already for a long time. It's not giving that you're at the start of anything long. I feel like you're quite a way along already. So this is like, this journey is like life lesson journey. Something like a long cycle. One of your cycles has been a long journey, and there's a lot. There's still, the journey's longer because you're still getting the lesson. Or lessons, multiple, for a particular side of yourself, and in that knowing, that inner knowing, like why you do what you do. It's like getting the lessons from, childhood times, these belief systems, and becoming more aware. We've got the legs, stepping into a new experience. We've got the star, guaranteed success. So when you're stepping into this new experience, that is going to be successful. And then we've got the rose with romances in the air. So I think this new experience is this birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And that's obviously going to start, probably a new cycle or a new journey, as well as the one you're currently on. Like having a child, that's a long journey from start to finish. It's kind of never over, right? But yeah, new experience, but guaranteed success. And that's not to say that it's a new experience of having a child, because you may already have children, but each one is different, obviously, and who it's with and at what time of your life you're doing this. So, yeah, nice. We've got, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles, which is very much in line with the guaranteed success. So you're flying high above these obstacles that get in your way along the journey. So where are you at with it right now, I wonder? How some of you, when it comes to birth or conception of a child, it's like, I can hear somebody saying, well, I've already got a vasectomy, so it's not even in the cards for me. But this could be somebody close to you or somebody that you know. Right, or just a strong want or need that you have there. So let's see how this looks. Ooh, the Hermit, Virgo energy. All right, so I feel like you've given something a lot of thought. So you could already have a family, children. They could be all grown up even, and you're giving it a lot of thought to going again. Like it's, it may have been something that you were like, you weren't going to have anymore. Like that time is done and over for you, and you were happy with that decision, and now it's like you're giving it some serious contemplation again. Maybe you're even like further along in life and you're thinking, your priorities are changing a bit. Like when you had children originally, you could have been thinking, like it could have been tricky. It was like juggling career and relationships and kids, and now you're further along and you're like, it would be completely different if I went again. It would be a different experience this time. You also could be thinking you might be in a new relationship or thinking about having a child to somebody that you're newly in a relationship with. Like that's, something you had not contemplated until you met a certain person. And if you are younger, then I feel like it could be either or for wherever you're at in life. Some people are birthing an enterprise. They're not interested in children or having another child, but they're really focusing on a career. And it could be both for some of you too. We've got the Hangman in reverse, so it's like you've given this some serious thought, and you may have procrastinated in the past or not really had the right perspective, but maybe somebody who you're with doesn't feel the same about having kids. Either you or them, flip and reverse the role. One of you badly wants to have children, and the other doesn't. So you're kind of like, you've had this realization, like, oh my God, I really do want more. So, or I really want them with this particular person. But I feel like somebody is struggling with their perspective. Like the perspective somebody is coming from for their reason to want a child with a particular person, it's a bit warped. So if this is a masculine, it's like this masculine doesn't have to go through the same things as the feminine to have a child. They can be that financial support perhaps, but they don't have to do the day-to-day necessarily, depending how you are with, these days it can go both ways with who's the financial supporter and who's the, the full-time parent, etc. But I feel like when I say I feel like somebody's perspective is warped, it's like somebody wants to have a baby to lock something in with a person, not necessarily, for the reasons of family and relationships in like a healthier sense. I feel like somebody's perspective on their reasons for having another child. And I feel like it's another child. I don't feel like this is a first kind of a thing. And with regards to enterprise, that can also be the same thing. So just apply it to how it is for you. But somebody's reasons for starting a business or, like going into business, there's something off with the perspective. At the moment, there's a lesson that somebody is struggling to get with this Hangman in reverse. And so, 7 of Cups, this is exactly what I'm saying. There's a lot of confusion. There's just like too many things going on through somebody's head with their perspectives. The advice is to take some more time with this. Figure out why your reasons are your reasons. Is it a healthy reason to bring a baby into the world, or is it a healthy reason to set up business, this enterprise? Is it in spite of somebody or something? Like, are you setting up an enterprise to be in competition or in spite of the company you already work for example, or in spite of somebody else that you maybe were in partnership with before? Is it like to get one up on somebody? Is it to give somebody I'll show you? And likewise with regards to a baby. Is it to stake a claim? Is it to kind of like win in some way or compete in some way? Because that's not a good place to be coming from with something so serious. It's not a healthy energy here. So, yeah. It's a selfish energy. Somebody's reasons are selfish. And I'm not saying this is you, flip and reverse the roles. This could be the person you're dealing with, but somebody is like wanting to use a baby or, start, a business or something like that, in a way to like hold on to a person. So maybe somebody thinks that they need to own their own business or run their own company with this enterprise because they think that the person that they're with or that they love or somebody in their life, it's to impress, it's to, it's like what they think another person wants to see or, but it's not. It's in your mind or it's in your person's mind. It's their interpretation of what they think would make them better or more secure in that relationship. And also, same with a baby. It's to hold on to somebody. And, yeah. It's also like, I don't think this person is meaning for it to be this way, but it's actually a selfish energy. What they're wanting to do isn't for the best thing for the other person or for the child that they're thinking of bringing into the world. It's for them. It's for them, their wants and needs. And it's coming from a place of scarcity, not a place of abundance and prosperity. It's coming from like more of a need than a want. So not a good place as a starting point. I'm not saying it's not a good idea to do, but with the right with the right energy, with the right reasons. And also this hermit mode is like somebody is so afraid, I think, of being alone or being left. But they feel like this person feels like they've given it some serious thought, and somebody sees themselves as really smart. But I feel like you are smart, very, like, with this person is very smart, like, intellectually, but emotional intelligence is another thing. And so many people discount the complexities and the intelligence that comes from emotional intelligence, and there is no emotional intelligence coming out here in this particular viewpoint. So it also is sort of giving, like with the child thing, that if somebody could be wanting to lock in a baby because they can't lock somebody in with money, or there is a financial security reason behind having a baby, like it's going to financially secure somebody to a person, or there's like, I'm getting two things from that. Like, one is I'll be financially secure if I have a baby to this person. Another is that money isn't a way of like keeping somebody, and so they're thinking about having a baby. If I get them knocked up, then maybe then they'll put up with me more longer, or be more committed to me, or I've locked that person in for the long term. Not a good way to go. So, long journey. Somebody has been on this mission to be the best, better than the competition, and I feel like somebody's just constantly in competition. Like, in their mind, they've always got to be top dog. They've always got to be like number one. They've always got, you know, they feel like they're always battling to keep like that upper ground. And it's coming from a place of, you know, not, it's like somebody is always fighting for that. It's like somebody can't relax and chill and go, you know, I've made it. I've got the knowledge, I've got the experience, I've got the, you know, I've worked for this position I'm in for, I don't know, 10 years or 20 years or something, and I'm not going to be knocked off my perch. I know I'm good at what I do. It's like somebody's like always fighting to keep their position. This could also be like in personal life. So I'm getting a bit of both. Like, it's like how somebody's been doing their career, like how somebody does how you do anything, so you do everything, right? And how somebody has like made it financially and in their career is like how they're behaving in their personal life. So from the point of view that it's like there's a masculine here that, you know, the way that they've won and got to the top of their, you know, business, finances, career, you know, company or whatever, that position they're in, has been to kind of like fight off everybody else and be that top dog. But they're taking that same sort of like way of being into a personal relationship, like as though they've got to fight off every other guy that, you know, even looks at their woman. Like they've got to be the best, and that may not even be what's happening. He may not even be, I mean, you could have this stunning woman that's always going to have people interested in her, but it doesn't mean she's ever going to take those interests. So, but he's like fighting wars. I'm feeling like somebody here is fighting wars that aren't even there, and resisting like something new, like resisting this new beginning, this fresh start. Like they're doing it the way they've always done it, like the old, like this is somebody who's repeating patterns from something that's happened in the past, perhaps, like where there was competition and they had to win the girl, and I don't feel like that is what's going on now, but that is how they're still behaving, and kind of like resisting doing it differently, resisting, you know, it's almost too like giving that somebody's in this new relationship, but they're still sort of fighting people off from hooking up with their ex. Like they kind of want both, and they can't have both, and they don't need two women, but it's like they're trying to keep everything to themselves. They're trying to keep all their options open. No wonder they feel like there's all this competition, because it's like somebody who's doing the wrong thing, who's untrustworthy, because the other ones out there, you know, having, say, multiple women, are expecting that of their person. Like that person must be doing the same. It's like somebody who cannot trust another person is usually because they're untrustworthy themselves. So, and as I say that, we get a Knight of Wands in reverse and a Six of Cups. So it's like somebody wants this like equal give and take. They want this like normal loving relationship. They want somebody fully committed, but they're behaving completely opposite to that. They're behaving like this player, or like there's all these, you know, Knight of Wands in reverse coming around wanting to take their spot. It's how they're behaving, like from a place of scarcity, from a place of fear, and like they're gonna lose, and they don't want to lose. We've got a Knight of Cups in reverse and a Three of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, like it's like there's somebody here who's so jealous and so fear-based with when it comes to their personal relationships. They just think that there's all these young guys coming around wanting to, you know, take their woman. But somebody is healing from like an ex, from a past heartbreak, and they could even be healing from this current masculine because of how he's behaving. Like, I feel like somebody's kind of really stepped back a lot emotionally, because it hasn't really been this equal give and take. It hasn't been a Six of Cups. It maybe was for a time, and this is what somebody wants, but maybe this is why they're sort of feeling like they've got to fight off these potential other suitors that could be trying to come in, because they don't want, you know, anybody else to get in with their woman to make this, you know, it's like somebody's got to be top dog. But this person has healed, and I feel like these exes of theirs as well aren't connected anymore. They're healing. So, like, there literally is no threat here. Like, it can be, you know, it can be equal. It can be a fear emotional connection, but somebody, fear is in like FAIR. I know my accent makes it sound like the way I say things can be the a different kind of fear. It's not FEAR. Somebody is acting out of fear, FEAR, fear. But there can be an equal fairness in this relationship. They're just not feeling it, seeing it. So really competitive kind of, yeah. So this is this long journey. Somebody's on this long journey of feeling like and it's coming from a place of not feeling like they're good enough just themselves on their own. And so they've got to not only like fight all these other suitors off, but they've got to continually fight those suitors off, and they've got to like give so much more, because they can't just be, you know, like in a place of, you know, somebody just wants me out of love. And that's a personal, interpersonal, you know, underlying issue. So yeah, always needing to try and feel like be the best, because they don't feel the best. They don't feel like their emotional, what love they have to give is enough. So, you know, but the way this person is behaving and these attitudes and these perspectives they're coming from is what is killing this off. Like, all of this is killing the relationship anyway. Or any new potential relationship. Like, behaving this way is just not going to work. It's not working. And it's not a fun way to be as well. So, alright, stepping into a new experience. Let's see. Ooh. Justice in reverse. Somebody is, what is this? Somebody's feeling like there's been an injustice towards them. It's, since a new cycle began. Like, they gave somebody a really nice lifestyle and all of this sort of thing, and somebody ended it, left them anyway. So they're feeling like, after everything I've done for you, how could you get up and leave me? Well, this is why. This is why. Because of this behavior, because of this crap. And it's nothing to do with the other person. It's all interpersonal growth that needs to happen here. Like, somebody's really... It all stems from, first, unhealed emotional traumas and negative belief systems. But it's a mindset then because of that. This mindset creates these actions, these behaviors that just are very childish and very fear-based. And it's like borderlining on obsessive behavior here. And like this freaking out, like they've got to hold on so tightly to a person. And it's also like giving like somebody's trying to hold on to them with money as well. Like using money to hold on to a person, or flip and reverse it. So what's the injustice here? Five of Pentacles. See, it's giving like somebody's going to walk away, or the feeling is somebody walked away maybe already, even though, you know, like they weren't interested in staying for money if they weren't being treated right. This is the predictable future behavior, you know, of where this behavior and this fighting and this like crap, real crap that's going on for, you know, for somebody's partner. Like somebody's gonna walk away and, you know, leave the money, leave the financial security and everything because they don't feel like they're being treated fair and just. And I think this is a new experience for somebody, for possibly for both parties, but especially the party being left. It's a new experience for them to go, oh my God, you're really going to leave you're going to leave the money because of morality. This is a new concept to them because they don't think and feel that way, because they would never do that. And the other side of it is that maybe because somebody treated somebody so unbalanced, like this injustice is like just purely somebody is so unbalanced. It's like they could be really full on obsessive and then really, you know, what's like avoidant, like over the top, both extremes. Somebody's really extreme here and there's just like no middle ground. So, yeah. I always think it's interesting too, like how the Five of Pentacles is feeling like broke. But it's not, because, you know, there's more money here in the five. Like the five's more than the three and the four. But it's like a loss. It's like somebody feeling like they've gone backwards. And that's why they're feeling out in the cold, because they've had a real lifestyle crunch. But yeah, somebody is willing to walk away from this whole experience because they just don't want the stress of it anymore. Like this, you know, like the stress of how somebody is behaving and how in and out they are. And just like, you know, not getting answers to questions. Or, you know, it's like somebody here is giving like reasons, excuses, answers to questions that they know the other person can never verify whether it's accurate or not. Like saying, this happened and so-and-so did this or that, and they know that this person doesn't know so-and-so, or can never, you know, put those two things together. Like it's like somebody's always having to take a person's word for it, knowing they can never really get proof, and it still doesn't feel right. It doesn't line up. It just doesn't line up. Somebody's like in a relationship with a liar, and they're in a relationship with the liar because this person behaves this way. Like the inconsistency in the behavior, and the behavior speaks louder than words. The words don't match the behavior. And the behavior is warped, like really warped. Like the behavior shows like guilt, and like yeah, it's not normal. It's not, and you just can't trust inconsistency either. So yeah, somebody is literally ready to just get up and walk, no matter what that leaves them financially, because they are done with the stress of it. Justice card, Libra energy. I don't know if I said that. Could be dealing with a Libra. So clarify this Nine of Swords in reverse to the Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. See, it's like this could have already happened. Somebody just up and left. They're like, screw the money. I'm leaving with my sanity, and my sanity is worth more than any price anybody could put on it. But there's been resistance to this ending. And it's so it could still be in this phase at the moment, but this is like the energy that's coming out. Somebody who's ready to walk, like seriously ready to go. It could have already ended and somebody's like, no, it's not over. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I'm not letting that woman sing. So it's like it could be emotionally completely over for one person, because this Three of Swords in reverse is like somebody's already healing from this, whether they've made the move or not. They've already emotionally detached and they're healing from it. I feel like they're healing from the past as well. So, I mean, this relationship could have actually been built on a rebound even. And as somebody heals from a past love that wasn't real, they're coming out of whatever this was for them, you know, some sort of security or familiarity or something like that. But anyway, there's resistance to this ending, possibly because of financial security or what they know they're going to be walking away from. But, you know, honestly, it's very one-sided. It feels like, you know, it was like there's all these promises of, you know, the future and, you know, financial security and all of that, but this wasn't actually happening. It was just like talked about. And yeah, and here we got healing. So somebody's healing already. They're already healing whether they're in it still or not. They're going against the grain here. For this person, you know, like they're not conforming to this toxic energy. We've got devil energy out here with the Hierophant in reverse. If somebody is not conforming to this kind of like behavior, they're just not going to. They're speaking up about it. So they've probably had multiple conversations and talks about this can't happen. I'm not going to deal with this. You need to rein it in. You need to get something changed about this behavior, this inconsistency. Or I'm going to walk. So I feel like there's been the warnings, or, you know, if this is even a past situation that's already happened, that person, they spoke about it, they warned, they spoke about it, they talked about it. Like, somebody here was not told before something has happened. And once again, it's a typical situation of those words fell on deaf ears, and, you know, and somebody was basically like calling their bluff, like, oh, they won't do it, and then it happens, and then they're devastated. And it's like, well, I guess that's what's called taking somebody for granted, isn't it? This toxic, codependent, like, everything's over the top, and somebody's just too healed to put up with this mess. I feel like this person's been like this for a long time, probably every relationship, hence the long journey of just fighting everybody, because they don't stop and realize, why am I fighting? I'm already good. You know, I don't, you know, need to keep proving myself. It's like a person here just keeps needing to prove themselves because inherently they don't feel enough. Inherently they don't feel lovable, worthy, all these things. It's all their own baggage. It's all their own interpersonal, you know, limited negative belief systems that their actions are coming over the top of. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you understand why somebody is toxic and, you know, and doing those behaviors. And, you know, it doesn't mean that you then need to stay and put up with them and have those repercussions come into your life just because you can understand, well, somebody had an abusive childhood, or, you know, you can't just use an abusive childhood to go, well, now I understand why somebody's a serial killer or a wife basher or whatever. You know, no, those behaviors are not acceptable, and you do not need to stay with somebody because you understand the hurt and the pain they went through in the past. Hey, we can have all been through a lot of bad stuff in our lives. It does not give us excuses to then go and project and behave badly towards others because we chose not to heal from our stuff. It's not okay. It's not an excuse. And it's not an excuse for somebody to stay or be used, you know, like emotionally manipulated to, oh, it's only because of this and it's, well, you know what? Go get some help. Go heal your stuff. Like the rest of us have to. Like we all need to do. Whether you had an abusive upbringing or not, whether you've had traumatic experiences in your life or not, we can all still heal from something. We can all still increase our capacities and grow within ourselves personally so that we're better people for ourselves and our families and our people. That's called being responsible and actually emotionally intelligent. Let's go back to that. Having some emotional intelligence rather than just intellectual intelligence. You know, you just got one without the other, you might as well be dumb as a doormat. Alright, so guaranteed success. Let's see, what is this? Okay, 8 of Wands. Okay, we've got fast moving energy, something's moving forward, and we've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Hierophant in reverse again. So an out of the ordinary kind of love here. Now, is this is a new cycle sign? So I don't know if this is for the same person. So let's see. Now this is we're getting into the future position, timeline wise. So this could be a mindset that hasn't happened yet. This could be somebody like going, okay, well, when I get something turned around, I'm expecting guaranteed success. So let's see. Where somebody could be flying. Oh, see, the Lovers want to come out again. Okay, so fast moving energy, like it's like somebody wants to move fast in this relationship. Like they want to move fast, like to the point where they're thinking about like a baby right at the beginning. And there's all these other things still going on that aren't worked out yet here. And somebody wants to move super fast. It's like somebody wants to lock this in, and this is manifesting mode. Somebody thinks that they are really, well, they may be very masterful. But it's coming out with the Temperance in reverse. See, there's no balance about the speed. There's no balance. Like, why the rush? What's the rush? So, what I was saying before, the energy was really like somebody's like full on when they're in it. They're full on, and then next minute they're avoidant. And then they're full on, and it's like they're full on when they're feeling like maybe things, I don't know. It's like this push and pull. Getting this push and pull. There is no consistency. None. It's like flying forward at some extreme pace, and then it's like avoidance again. It's on, off, on, off. And there's children here. There's Page of Cups here. So this is maybe somebody like wanting to fly forward and hurry up and have a baby. Like they're trying to lock something in, but there's all these secrets. So it's like there's something hidden with this person. There's something hidden in the background that they're not revealing. And that's the reason for this, them trying to lock something in really quickly. And, you know, I'm seeing, you know, somebody wants the baby before the marriage. So what's going on there? Like, not to say you can't have a baby out of wedlock, but it's like they want the baby to make that the commitment, but I don't see otherwise commitment in here is what I'm trying to say. Is like they're trying to lock somebody in, like tie a person to them, because there's all these skeletons they've got in their closet. Before this person finds out about all these skeletons, they want to have something like secured and locked in with a baby. That's how it feels. And it's extremely like they're showing up as a page. Like they're not showing up in this king energy. They're showing up as a page. Like this person is so emotionally immature and out of balance. Like they're like a child. You'd be having a baby with a child. you taking on another child with this person. They are behaving absolutely like a child, and we've got a Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like this Queen of Pentacles could be your energy, or this is the Queen they're dealing with. She's in the upright. There's all this fighting between them. And she's got such a lack of confidence in this person. And she may already have children. And so there's a lot more to consider. Not just about having another child, but like having them, you know, if she's got low confidence in this person, then she probably has low confidence in, you know, introducing her children to that inconsistency as well, this imbalance. So, yeah. Somebody could be flying to see this person. These two people could be coming together, like meeting up at a distance. But yeah, so much hidden. There's so much behind the scenes that I feel like the feminine doesn't know about. And honestly, I feel like this masculine is also in the dark. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks he does. I think he's the one who's the player. He's the one who thinks he's playing the game. Real strong game, but no. Because his emotional intelligence is warped. So... Romance is in the air, though. Alright, so I think that he thinks that there's some sort of guaranteed success, like when they catch up next time, there's going to be this guaranteed success, because he's going to manifest it to be that way, like he's going to master it all. Somebody here thinks they're the master of sex as well, so I think they think they're going to, like, lock it in that way. If you're the feminine here, I would be very, very careful if you don't want to get knocked up when it comes to contraception, because this person, I feel like it's the masculine that wants the baby. But, you know, take it how it resonates. So, let's see. What's romances in the air? What time have we got? Let's round this up. Yeah, okay, nice lifestyle. 9 of Pentacles. There's, well, yeah, it's like somebody's showering a person with money, with gifts, with nice things. But, you know, we've got this King of Wands in reverse showing up here. It's King of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse, both in reverse. I feel like same person. It's like somebody... There's going to be... Oh, see, the devil energy comes out with the 5 of Wands. The way somebody is doing this is so toxic. Like, they're just so toxic. There's so much conflict between, you know, between these two people. This person, it feels like they've got a dark entity attached to them. They just... It's as though somebody thinks they can just buy their way. Like, the idea of doing something is crazy. Oh, we got this King of Pentacles here in the upright, though. It's like how they present. Yeah. This particular romance, and could be dealing with an air sign. Like, because... I know it's just romances in the air, but we got the Justice card with Libra energy. We got, you know, some swords out here. Could be an air sign. But yeah, somebody is trying to, like, sell their lifestyle or chain a person to them, get them, you know, in love with the lifestyle they provide. Is an extra, because obviously they don't feel worthy, and, you know, honestly, the way they're behaving, they're not worthy. They're just not. And you know, so they feel that way, so then they behave that way, but then they're reacting to feeling that way. It's so warped. It's such a toxic cycle and spiral. But yeah, they're not worthy. They're not even trying to be, actually, is the thing. They're not trying to be worthy. They're just trying to provide this lifestyle and think that that'll be enough. Well, you know, if you want a gold digger, go get a gold digger. That'll work on a gold digger. But I don't feel like it's working on the person. that they're with. Maybe to a point, like, but it's not because of the lifestyle, it's because of, you know, that person has real, you know, love. But it's wearing off. It's wearing thin. Really. So, clarify the devil to the 5 of Wands. Like, there's going to be a lot of conflict here because of this toxic energy. But, you know, it's like somebody's just going to try and have a nice time and, like, celebrate and kind of, like, push it under the rug and, like, be happy over the top of it. So, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it's like somebody's making these grand gestures, and so, you know, this person they're making the grand gestures to doesn't want to be, like, ungrateful. But there's so much conflict in this relationship, and it's so damn toxic. It's like somebody is operating over the top of this toxic energy. Like, they're trying to have a good time, even though they've got inner conflict, there's been outward conflict. It's a codependent sort of, like, feeling. Somebody's just trying to keep a person literally chained to them. Like, take their free will and their choice out of it. Like have somebody so trapped in so many different ways, financially, with children, with a baby, you know. They're trying to keep their ties and their hooks in a person in so many ways to make it hard for them to leave, rather than letting a person just be there because they choose to be there in their own freedom and free will and powerful choice and out of love and out of all the right reasons. So, yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there. Let's get some advice for you. Well. This is an emotional child in a grown-ass man's body. So, ladies, try to be careful who you're having babies with. Seems like you already got one with this grown-ass man. Okay. Advice for Aries. Let's get some advice for you. Transform anger. Okay, so there's a lot of anger here. Well, that would explain the 7 of Wands too, this fighting. Reverse disassociation. That came out in Libra's reading as well. Heavy Libra energy. That also came out yesterday for Pisces. Reverse disassociation. Okay, so transform anger. So somebody's like, I think, you know, kind of an angry person on the inside, operating over the top of anger. And anger is often, I don't know what percentage to quote you on this, but anger operates over the top of hurt. Somebody's getting their feelings hurt. Somebody's actually like a hurt, lost, unhealed person, or not necessarily a person, but there's a hurt there. There's a I just heard owie. There's an owie. So transform this anger that's on top of, you know, this past childhood stuff. So, because it's reactive, you know. All right, let's see what this has to say. Use your anger as a catalyst for change. Okay. In the past, anger has been given you the right to blame other people for your limitations. It's time for you to face your anger and allow it to energize you instead of draining you. If there are things that are not working in your life, take responsibility and steps to change them. You can no longer use anger to give you a false sense of pride and justify criticizing, putting down, or resenting others. This is your opportunity to redeem yourself, apologize for your behavior, and become kinder towards yourself and others. If you are angry about a specific situation in society, transform your anger into passion and create positive change. The action: whenever a critical thought appears, recognize it so your consciousness can participate in the process of thinking. You are going to realize how critical you are. Be gentle. Whenever you have a critical thought, correct it by immediately thinking or saying something positive. Soon you will have a breakthrough. You will catch yourself and not allow the critical thought to manifest as you become a more conscious, kind human being. You will feel better on every level and attract more positive experiences into your life. See, I'll just leave it there. But we do have a lot of anger out here. We've got this conflict. We've got this five of wands right there with the devil. That's very angry. And the 7 of wands. Okay. Leave it there, Aries. That's your reading today. I hope the messages are helpful. And if you like the reading, please hit that like button. And thank you for the likes, comments, subscribes, any confirmations you send through. Much appreciated. I'll be back in a couple of days' time with your next reading. So keep your notification bell on. Stay posted. And we'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye for now.